I don't know what I was going to say now with that.
You don't have to say anything. You can just be beautiful.
Oh my
You're
God.
beautiful. I hate when Derek says that to me, and I've always wanted to say that to someone else.
Be beautiful.
I say that to men most of the time. Just
Dude, it makes them so uncomfortable. It's really funny. Like, oh my God. I was we were FaceTiming my friend Lena's best friend, and I just like randomly went like, "You're really handsome," and he like lost his shit. He was so uncomfortable, and I was like, "This is so funny."
That's really funny.
I know this man. Like, it's not like the first time I've seen him. He's my homie, and I'm like, "Oh, you're really handsome," and he's like, they don't know how to react.
No, I'm normally saying it like a condescending way. Like if someone's like, "Can I help?" and like, "No, you just sit there and look pretty." I love saying to dudes, best feeling in the world is to say that.
I will try. I mean, I don't hang out with a lot of dudes.
But next time you're with a dude and he offers you help and you don't need it, tell him to sit there and look pretty.
All my coworkers
they love it though. They'll take it. They're like, okay.
All my coworkers are dudes, and they're all like 40 and 50, and like it's very funny to me.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have all these little like old man work husbands.
Oh yeah, they're I like he's my best friend. His name is Sergey, and he's Russian.
Of course,
of course. He has the best Russian accent I've ever heard in my life.
And are you like the only person there?
I mean, debatable. There's another girl who's like around my age, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, people listening, I now work in a production company that specializes in miniatures. So everybody else in this company is like building miniature sets. And I'm doing office shit and like dealing with like agents and stuff and emails. So
she's a hot secretary.
Oh my God.
You like how it demeans you? You're like, I got a job. Like, you're a hot secretary.
Oh my God, I'll take
so
it.
Demeaning.
I don't mind. That's fine. That's fine. It's good money. I'll take it. But everybody else has like really random jobs. Like the other girl my age has been like building a roof for 3 days.
Oh, cool.
So she's like listening to a podcast or whatever, building a fucking roof, and she's like not interacting with the people, I guess. And I'm sitting next to Sergey, who's trying to make a little miniature grandpa sway properly.
Oh, that's so cool.
He's like the toy maker.
That sounds so fun.
It's basically Santa's workshop.
Yeah, that sounds boss.
It's really funny because like I was waiting for office gossip because I love gossip. Like it's my favorite thing. And
but they're all just so consumed with their work, they have no gossip.
Yes,
I love that. That's a perfect face.
But wait, yesterday, I felt like I was the camera crew in the office because I was asking questions to like understand the severity of the situation. The guy that paints the sets apparently started painting without telling anybody, and I was with my boss, and we were talking about the structure of an email, and then one of the designers, like the lead designer, comes in, and she goes like, he started painting. And I swear to God, I could hear the like the confrontational song in the background. And turns out that like last time that happened, they all like couldn't breathe and like were coughing and like it was the whole thing. And they were all like, they were talking to each other about it. Like he had the audacity to start painting without telling us. He didn't tell us. We didn't bring our masks. Like they were all talking about it. Like it was so funny. Like somebody said something like snappy in an email, and they were like, "Dude,
yeah, this office drama is so petty."
Yes, because it's always so fucking random. But on this particular instance, it was about somebody paying.
But that's important. I understand why they were upset. This is like dangerous.
No, absolutely.
That makes sense. But at the same time, it's funny.
I was trying to be funny about it, and I go like, "Oh, so what happened last time? Did y'all get high?"
Oh, and they were
then
like having none of it.
The designer goes like, actually, we were coughing and would have bled from the nose. And I was like, what? Like, I was just like trying to like be funny. And no. Bad shit.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's really crazy.
But yeah, I need to send you photos.
I had a workplace faux pas I think. I don't
Oh my God, tell me.
So on the work, and the guy I'm working with.
Wait, do our listeners know what you do now?
Okay, so I have a part-time gig waiting tables.
Guys, if you live in Texas, you can go see Sam now.
Or
someday.
You could just, sponsor the podcast and then I wouldn't have to do this job. So there.
Yeah. That'd be fucking great. Honestly, that's all we want.
So I'm waiting tables, and one of the guys I work with, he was like kind of training me. He's like, "Oh my gosh, are my eyes red?" And I was like,
"How old is he?"
He's like 35, maybe. I don't know. Okay. He looks like my age or older.
Okay,
cool. He's like, "Oh my gosh, my eyes are so red. Or my eyes were still red." And I look at him like, "No." I was like, "Why? Were you blazing up last night?" And he was like, "No." And that was it. But then later, like 5 minutes later, he told me that he was gay, and I was like, "Gosh, it's like blazing up, like a gay term that I don't know." And I was like, "I thought it was flaming," and I didn't say that. I said blazing.
Okay. Attention, gay listeners.
If Sam getting high, that's what I was meant.
Sam committed a hate crime. Please let us know.
I don't know. What? And then I'm like, maybe I'm just putting two and two together. Maybe he's just bringing up the fact that he's gay because there was a hot guy there, and we did talk about that. But then I was like, did I say something? I don't know.
Oh my God.
But it's cool. It's cool. I get tips, and my body is absolutely freaking wasted at the end of the week. Like, I did 4 days in a row, and that didn't seem like it would be a lot, but I was like, the day I was off, I just slept all day, and then I cried a couple times.
Why were you crying?
I don't know. I could not tell you.
That's the best crying, when your body's just like, all right, let's do it.
And I cried, and Derek's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, I have a good day off, and I'm just so tired. And I can't do it.
I hope he's being sweet.
He has rubbed my feet a bunch. So
okay, he's fucking better.
But it is pretty cool that we were able to move to Austin without like any problems. Really, I got a job immediately, so I'm not worried about like not making rent, and we're in a cool spot. We're right on the University of Austin, Texas campus.
This is so funny to me. I literally can't, and I cannot wait to visit and try to get into a frat party.
Yo, I mean, no one seems to be partying. There aren't that many.
I know, because there's COVID.
That's why we got. Also, that's why we got like such a great deal on our place, because all the students are kind of like working from home. Most of them. I mean, there's still students here, but since a lot of them chose to stay home, these apartments are empty, and they're just renting them out for nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Amazing. And now I'm out in the world again.
So is everybody like hot?
No. Also, that's the other thing. I'm walking around and like, I might not be able to pass for a college student, but I definitely could pass for the same age as some of these bitches, Yeah. All the men look incredibly young, but the women, like some of them look like they could be like 35.
Dude, women are weird like that, I guess.
I don't know if it's the makeup or just like bad like sun exposure, or I don't know. This isn't what this podcast is about.
I know, it's not. This podcast is about media and picking boyfriends from media.
Yeah, this is boyfriend material.
Yes, and we saw a movie I fucking hate. Samantha picked it.
I said we should do a musical.
Yes.
And what was the original? There were a couple options.
No. Okay, so I know, I guess you guys know because the title says but I was watching Grease and I was thinking we could have done Hairspray this entire time.
Hairspray?
Hairspray is a way better story than Grease.
I mean, it is, but it's so John Waters, and then like, because then you would have me, because then we wouldn't have never gotten done, because I would have gone on a whole Baltimore thing, you know, because that's,
yeah.
I have a personal relationship with Hairspray, whereas Grease, I also have a personal relationship, but it's just strictly about the music and just the music. Because you know what's funny? Before we started this episode, I was talking to my college roommate, and I brought up we were doing Grease, and she's like, I hate Grease. I was like, that's what Gabby hates Grease. And I was like, and she's like, yeah, I hate the message. I was like, it's called a musical. It's not a messagical, you know? This is a movie or a stage performance, and it's supposed to be about the music, not the message. If it was about the message, it would be a film. It's not. It's a musical.
Oh my God. Okay, fine.
And the music in this is a ba-bam.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want you to tell me about your relationship with Grease the musical. Not the film.
Not the film?
I mean, anyway, it's fine.
There's so many concepts. I always liked Grease, but I fell in love with Grease when I moved to Bachman Court, Manchester, Maryland, where my childhood friend Kelly lived, and her mom loved Grease, and her mom drove us everywhere. She took us to the mall every weekend, and she would play like the Grease soundtrack in her car, and she had a moonroof. I remember that.
Shit.
That was like really cool at the time.
So she's the cool mom.
She was awesome. Miss Diana, she played Grease. She played Mariah Carey. And sadly, she played a lot of Bon Jovi. That was the one thing I could have done without. But the Mariah Carey,
I like Bon Jovi.
It's Bon Jovi.
I know it's a weird mix to put in with like Grease and but it's also like CDs, so it's not like so I understand. You'd be like listening to like Grease and Mariah Carey, and then she would pop in the Bon Jovi,
and it's a whole Bon Jovi album. It's not just like Living on a Prayer. It's like the deep cuts. She knows his middle name. She knows he's John Bon Jovi. I mean, like she met him several times. Oh my God. Has like 5 pictures with him.
Are they framed in the house?
Yeah, they were.
Of course they were. I knew it. You said it. Now you're like, she's that lady. She's fully that lady. Cool though.
But that's why I love Grease. And I've also seen Grease as the stage performance at a deaf school. So that was really cool.
How does that work?
So what they did is they had the deaf students on stage performing as the actors, and then and they're still signing all the stuff, like even the songs and the dialogue. And then behind the audience, there were, interpreters doing the voiceovers so that if hearing people could enjoy it as well.
And who was singing?
The interpreters.
Could the interpreters actually sing?
I don't really remember that vividly how good they were.
It's like, imagine that job posting, searching for interpreters who can
sing. Yeah. I mean, it was in Frederick, Maryland, which is a big deaf community. So I'm sure there were a lot of interpreters. So they maybe like had a casting in the school.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like that.
It was very cool. So I have a lot of relationships with Grease. Also, my high school drama teacher hated Grease. And so
What? Drama teachers like fucking love Grease.
Well, no, she was cool. Miss Gore was like, is a very pro-woman person. So it's not exact. The thing about Grease is it's not pro-woman, but it's also not pro-man. It's just like he has to change for her too. So on both sides, it's terrible.
It's just terrible. Like it's
a horrible message. But it's
oh my God,
awesome.
So my relationship with Grease, I think I found out about the existence of Grease as a little dance student. Like I was probably like 10, and then my recital English. We were gonna do something with Grease, and I remember that I loved the songs. And my mom was like, we should watch the movie. And I was like, this is crazy, there's a movie. So I watched the movie, and I'm like 9 years old, and I look at my mom and I'm like, so the message of this movie is that you have to change everything about yourself for a man. And then my mom, who's like 40 something at the time, looks at me you're a very smart kid. Like And I was like, this is fucked up. And like, I never liked it. I never liked it as a child. I tried to talk myself into liking it. And I think I've seen it more times than I can think of, because I found myself knowing the words to the dialogue a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And I was like,
there's not that much dialogue happening.
No, there really
the
isn't. But I'm like, why do I know this? Like, why do I know? Because I expected to know she's too pure to be pink.
Yeah.
But like, there's other shit that I'm like.
I love the opening. She found my style and said it's feeling right. We gotta find a thing.
The opening is great.
Feel it right.
Also, we need to talk about the fact that everybody in this film is in their 30s.
Yeah, they're all like ancient when they did this. So I was supposed to be in high school.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Is anyone in high school?
No, I think there's one who's 20.
Maybe Marty, the one who's writing to the.
She's probably cool. Probably Marty. John Travolta's 23, which is wild to me.
He's so young.
Yeah, but like he looks old.
He still looks old, but it's a different time. People looked older, younger back then, and I know
I don't know older. Why.
I'm sorry to my parents' generation and beyond, but you weren't using sunscreen or something.
Yep. I also think it's the makeup.
Yeah, they make up. They're the choices. I guess also culturally, it's like the way you wanted to look. It might have been a young looking then, but you kept doing that. And so in our brains, it looks old because you're older than us, like makeup wise. It's like a psychological aging thing.
Maybe. It's just because I remember thinking they looked old, but I was watching it last night and this morning, and I was like, fuck, they're old. Like they're actually really old.
They're very old.
All of them. Like
all of them.
Crazy.
That little blonde guy might have been like 20.
I think I don't even like. There's one who's 20, and John Travolta is one of the youngest ones, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all pretty old. They're all good looking on some level.
I'm just not so annoyed at all of them the entire time.
Who's the most annoying one?
Oh God.
Like it's like you wouldn't even like sleep with this person.
Oh, they're all canceled. I fucking hate them.
Well, of course they're all canceled, but I mean, like I'm talking like you get wasted at a party. They come up to you, they say the right thing. You know, all like the circumstances are correct, and you still wouldn't.
Okay, I'm thinking. I forget his name. The one with the acne scars.
Oh, the bad guy. Yeah, they're all kind of bad guys, but the
bad guys. the baddie. He fucking sucks.
Yeah, he's gross. I mean, I didn't even consider him as an option.
What's your answer? What am I supposed to answer?
I don't know. I guess I would definitely not with him. I feel like, they're all kind of like all the like the T-Bird guys that don't have a lot of focus on them. Never. They're all like kind of really lame. It's also this idea of like you're with these two really cool guys and you guys get to be like cool by association, but you're all dorks.
I was thinking watching this that like I wonder if this is how I don't think the 50s were like this. I just can't. You think so?
Yes.
You think people would like make matching sweaters and they would just be cool?
No, but I think there were like
bro, they would make fun of you. Like,
because every 50s thing has this. Like, even when you watch like Back to the Future, they're in the 50s. It's like they dress like that.
I mean, yes,
it has to come from somewhere.
But like the idea of like pink ladies, and we're all gonna wear the same fucking sweater that says pink ladies, and you better wear it every day. Like.
You better wear it every day.
You better fucking wear it every day.
I wanted a pink ladies jacket for a long time.
I mean, I think I did too. And then like in the time that I was trying to convince myself that I like this movie, because like it's just love the music, and I it feels wrong when like it comes on and I'm like having the best time.
I know, it's so good.
And I'm like, I hate this movie.
I know all the songs. I was Sandy for my like not for the full musical, but we did we did a scene with our show choir, and I got to be Sandy.
Oh my god. What scene?
The summer lovin' scene.
Of course.
I have a really deep I know, like I said, that I had a deep relationship with this movie, but it goes even deeper.
Okay.
Because I did that. So I did that, but I also have a deep relationship with summer loving because when I was like in middle school, we were on a camping trip, and
okay, I think I know what you're gonna say.
Have I told you this story before?
No. But I am.
This story is really intense. So we're on a camping trip with my family. The campground has like a like a rec kind of pavilion area where they would host like events, and they had a karaoke night.
Oh shit!
I wanted my dad to do karaoke with me. And he's like, okay, because my dad's like a really nice guy. But we couldn't find a song we both knew. And so we finally find Summer Lovin' because we're like, we both seen Grease. We know the words. This will be easy. And so we're up there singing, but you just think, oh, Grease, I know this song. You don't think about what the words to the song are. So all of my words are the Sandy words, where it's like, summer lovin', had me a blast. And then my dad is saying things like, we got crazy under the dock. Like talking about like fucking your daughter, essentially.
Gross. That's gross.
Everyone campground was making fun of us the rest of the week. It was really
as they fucking should.
As they should. I felt so bad for him because like it doesn't start immediately.
Yeah.
It like gets there.
It gets there in like after the bridge.
We got Sandy down in the sea.
Yeah. God, like gross.
I love Grease.
It's one of the best songs. It's one of the best songs. I was watching today and I thought for a second, Olivia Newton-John is a mediocre dancer.
Oh yeah.
Like it's upsetting.
Yes, it is upsetting, but I mean, I don't think any of them could dance. It's not like Rizzo or
John Travolta can fucking dance.
Well, John Travolta's supposed to dance.
Dude, I am annoyed at how handsome John Travolta is. Like I was fucking annoyed.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's got all the stuffs. And he's a good actor. And he's a Scientologist.
I know. I want to understand how a movie can be so gay and so misogynistic at the same
time.
I have no clue.
I don't know how they did it. It's really magical. It's so magical. It doesn't
Grease is the word, and where misogyny and sexism and gayness meet. Like,
but it's not even just because I feel bad because the message isn't just that the women have to change. I mean, he's wearing like the sweater at the end.
I mean, okay,
so funny. Also, he can't even do it. He can't even pretend to be that guy. He's like.
Okay, listen. he wears a sweater at the end for one scene.
Yeah, well, she only wore the pants and the tight pants.
Yeah, but like there's a huge amount of shit that goes into looking like that. He just put on a sweater.
Well, so here's my point. For Grease, if you could say it's a misogynist and it's bad, right? Yes. But it's also sort of, kind of, a little bit a Gift of the Magi type story where she Gift of the Magi, yes. She cuts her hair to buy him his watch
and then
he buy her a beret, so she changes herself to look like the way he thinks women should look, and then he changes himself to the way, so you could say that there is an argument. It's an argument. I'm not saying that I think that that's the case,
but like I just what sends me, and I forgot how much like this angered me, was that fucking John Travolta does the bare minimum and he expects the most from Sandy. Also, Sandy's a fucking bitch. Like, I'm sorry. She's a fucking bitch. Like, there is no reason for Sandy to be mad at John Travolta for dating Cha-Cha.
Yeah, they were broken up.
Like, why is that
didn't live here before. You just moved to town.
You're from Australia. I didn't even realize that she was Australian before.
You just put that together. Did you know that Olivia Newton-John was Australian?
No, dude, but that makes total sense because like English is my second language, right? So I'm watching the movie as a kid and I didn't pick up the accent.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. And
I just moved here from Australia.
She was 28.
Who's your favorite of the girls?
Marty, 100%.
Marty. Marty's good. I like Frenchie, obviously.
I like Frenchie.
If I could have like a dream, like
don't fuck Rizzo.
I'd want to be Rizzo. I love Rizzo.
I knew
He's such a bitch. What a fun person to be. Is the actor. She's just like, you have to hate her, but then you have to love her. I like that. This sort of.
See, I understand that, and I went through a phase where I thought that was a cool part. But now, like, I was watching it and I'm like, I don't understand why we all glorify Rizzo and like we don't glorify Marty. Like,
Marty's cool.
But Marty's the smartest one here.
You're her spraying the letters.
And when she has all the boyfriends and she's like, pick one.
And then there's I always like the girl with the ponytail. What's her name? I'll look her up.
With the bangs?
The one who's always they don't like her. She's
oh yes. Hi, Derek.
Oh, is he behind me? Oh, thank you. And water. Thank you so much. I have food.
That's an ugly outfit.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing a plaid shirt and shorts.
You sure it wasn't his underwear?
No, those were shorts. Those were striped Adidas shorts.
Oh yeah, that's the. Oh, you put the turkey on here.
Okay, fine.
You know his boyfriend material? Derek. Bitch, you're making a sandwich. And it's very good.
Making a bad sandwich is hard. Like,
true.
You need to be an idiot to like make a bad sandwich. You know that growing up, I always thought like sandwiches were weird because like that's the kind of thing that like I saw people having for lunch on TV. But it was just like not a thing in my house.
What do you eat for lunch?
Rice, beans, chicken, like actual meals. Soup, like it was like a fucking meal. And like I remember wanting to have a fucking sandwich like the kids on the TV show. And my mom would be like, a sandwich? Like, dude, my mom was so good at like gaslighting me as a kid. Like if I wanted something that she thought was not the thing. Oh my God. I remember this one time, you're not gonna believe this actually happened. I was begging her to take me to KFC. And then we go to KFC and I'm getting the popcorn chicken. And they're asking me if I want it with mashed potatoes or French fries, right? And I'm saying mashed potatoes, and to my mom so she can say, because you know as a kid you're like terrified to talk to the speaker thingy. I don't know why. And my mom goes like, with cellulite, instead of saying cellulite, with a side of cellulite. And I'm like, what? And the lady on the other side's like, what? And she says it like 3 times and drills it into my brain that I'm getting a side of cellulite having KFC for lunch.
What?
Yeah. And she says, I said mashed potatoes. And that's why I never ate.
Yo, your mom scares me sometimes, but also she's a very effective parent. So
yeah, she's great. She's great. She has some strange tactics I wouldn't recommend a lot, but she provides for a lot of good storytelling, I must say. It's like sometimes I'm like, that did not happen, right? And I'll ask my brother and he was like, oh yeah, 100%, that for sure happened.
Moms. Okay, so
what's your favorite Grease song?
Grease, the songs is probably one of my favorite. It may be my favorite.
Okay.
I like the song.
Grease is the word is the worst tagline.
I love that. What's wrong with that? It means everything. You don't get it?
It doesn't mean anything.
It means that's why it means everything. It's like I have this yellow bag. See, it's very yellow.
Yeah.
It matches with nothing. Therefore, it matches with everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, but like
that's the same thing.
The writing in Grease is not smart. I don't know why I'm trying to.
No, it's not supposed to be smart. It's not. It's about vibes. Grease is a vibe. Grease is the word.
Yeah, Grease is a vibe. Also, I love how the men in this movie take longer to get ready than the women, and the women are wearing all the makeup in the world. They're wearing the entire
because the women
counter.
Use so much stuff and spray on in the day. They don't have to
adjust.
It
just stays there.
Yeah, my favorite song. I always really liked the Grease is the Word song. I've always liked the Come On and Hand Jive. I like that.
I've never seen that be somebody's favorite.
I've always liked the one John Travolta sings when he's like Sandy and him kind of at the breakup. He's like, oh, Sandy, baby.
I literally have on my notes that song is unnecessary.
When hey is done.
I hate that song. I was like, this is no. No.
I like it because they're annoying songs.
But like that one, I was like, there is no reason for this song.
Oh, and then her ballad, Guess I'm is not the first heartbroken.
That's the most beta song ever written.
My eyes are not the first to. And then also, of course, Rizzo's ballad. There's lots of great ballads in this. Rizzo's the how's it go? She's like, there were worse things I could do.
That's a good song. I like that song.
And no good. I like what she's like. I could flirt with all the guys. I asked to do this just so I could sing all the songs.
I know. I am literally like just letting you have this. And this is so kind of me because I was really excited about our Bachelor episode, and then Samantha ruined it. And
I did not ruin it. It was her fault. She told me that it
was literally not my fault. You confused the dates.
You confused the dates. You were the one in charge of The Bachelor. I was never in charge of The Bachelor.
I fucking told you to start watching The Bachelor.
I did start watching The Bachelor.
Weeks ago.
I did. You told me that we were going to film it this Tuesday.
I mean, we could have filmed today. We could have fucking filmed today. Anyways, fucking Matt picked racist Rachel and they broke up already. So.
The one with the middle bangs, the middle part?
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah. No, we don't like her. That's the one that went to the plantation party.
Yeah, but they're at every college. It's almost impossible not to have gone to one.
You're kidding.
I mean, they don't call them all that, but like there at my college, there was a party that they had, one fraternity had every year called 40s and Shorties. And that was extremely racist. Like,
what?
No. Like it's just, it's almost in every college in like the 90s and 2000s was having those kinds of parties. And it was like my generation that was like, hey, this is kind of weird. And then like slowly everyone was like, let's not do this anymore.
Well, anyway, my favorite Grease songs are Grease Lightning, and
Grease Lightning, great song.
Grease Lightning's a great song, and I think Beauty School Dropout is a bop.
Beauty School Dropout is a bop. Beauty School Dropout. No graduation day for you.
Amazing.
I mean, would you what was it, Frankie Avalon or whatever his name? The teen.
Yeah, it was Frankie Avalon.
The teen angel.
Teen angel.
Would you date him?
I'm not supposed to say my pick this early.
I'm sorry. Would you take him in for a one night stand?
He's my favorite person in this entire movie.
Oh yeah, he's obviously the only man worth being with. I'm not gonna. Some of the women are all right, but.
What do you have on like what interesting points do you have on your notes?
I didn't write any notes for this.
You didn't write any notes.
That's how much I love Greece. It's like
I
don't even need to. I know everything there is to know.
I have a really hot take here.
Okay.
Greece is the Suicide Squad of the 80s.
Oh, one. It came out in the 70s, so
sorry, the 70s, 1978, I think. Looks great. Great soundtrack. Everything else is terrible.
I mean, there's worse movies that have come out.
No, dude, people, what I don't understand is why everybody like pretend that it was a good movie.
That's not true. Not everyone pretends it. Most people are in your side.
Rotten Tomatoes has like a 75 on Grease.
That's not a good rating.
75 on Rotten Tomatoes, dude. There's movies that I love that have like 11.
Yeah, but Grease, at least it has a plot. Like some movies have no plot. Like no, there's lots of good things about Grease. Like we said, the music is bomb diddly.
The music is bomb diggity.
Two, John Travolta kills it.
John Travolta fucking kills it.
He really brings it all.
He's a great actor. Have you seen
Kaneki is actually great.
Yeah, I have no complaints with Kaneki. My only complaint about Rizzo is that she looks so old that it bothers me.
She does. Have you seen
really good?
Someone had a TikTok going around. You'll have to find it for us to post on our Instagram. But it's like the shot of the beginning with the cartoons and they saying the different characters' name, and it's Rizzo's, and they're like, "Damn, they did her dirty." Because her looks so old and ugly. She was like, it's like oh, like even before it showed, I was like, oh my gosh, poor Rizzo. I was thinking that
she was like 33.
Yeah, she's pretty old.
Holy shit, she has an amazing body though. Like I was shocked.
You had to have an amazing body back then. There was no body positivity.
But I don't understand. It's like how they exercise either. Like the exercise in the 80s is so confusing to me.
They were all starving themselves and doing cocaine.
Absolutely.
That's my theory. That's how they stayed so thin.
This is what my mom told me this one time. And she like briefly mentioned it, and I've never forgotten it, that when she was in high school and like in college, it was super common to do the moon diet. And I'm like, what's the moon diet? And she's like, yeah, when there's a full moon, you just don't eat.
Just one day?
Like, I think it was like the weekend of the full moon, you wouldn't eat.
That doesn't sound that bad.
And I'm like, what?
That's like intermittent fasting.
Oh my God. Stop promoting eating disorders on this podcast.
Dude, it's intermittent fasting is a physician and like that's approved.
I am pro intermittent fasting, but the moon diet, not eating because there's a full moon, that's crazy. That's
it just gives you something to go off of.
Oh my God. She also told me that she thought that she was told that if she ate peanuts, her boobs would grow.
That's probably true.
So she would eat peanuts like a crazy person.
That makes sense. That's fat. I understand.
I just the way I never like no. Lauren was asking me like 2 days ago if I stuffed my bra.
What?
Like, in like middle school.
Oh.
And I was like, I literally never. Like I did not want to look womanly at all. Like it was like not. Oh my.
Yeah, I found it very uncomfortable. Because also like it's this, you're being thrust into this sexualization because you've seen the way people treat people with boobs and like that look womanly, and then all of a sudden now you're womanly and you're like, wait a second, I didn't know I was gonna have to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't want it. I didn't want it.
I was fine the way things were.
I didn't deal with it.
When I was just like a boy without a penis. That's what you are when you're a little girl. You're just a boy without a penis. And then one day you get your period and like they're like, you're a woman. And you're like, wait, no, I thought I was gonna become a man.
What does that mean? Did you get like boobs early?
Yes.
Of course you did. When did you get boobs?
I mean, did I get boobs early? I got like little girl boobs probably like at 10 or 11.
Oh shit. Those are the worst.
Ugh, because you like have to wear a trainer bra, and you're like, but I don't want to. None of your friends are wearing them yet.
Yep.
And you're just like, and only like some weird girl named like Gretchen is wearing one already, and you're like, she's gross because
Yep.
I don't know.
It fully checks out. I remember that in my school bus there was this one girl. I was on this bus as like a 16-year-old, and there was this like 9-year-old girl in my bus that refused to wear a training bra. And like I felt her, I understood her, but you could see her nipples through the t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like mortified. Like I didn't know what to do.
Why do they make the training bras look like a full bra? Because like it's like they should just give them like sports bras, because that would have been fine. It was
absolutely.
It was these like little girl bras that looked more like they were trying to be like adult bras.
Mine were always like this.
Oh yeah, the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The limited to band thingy, and I hated them. And I think I didn't wear one until like the 5th or 6th grade, which is like normal. But I do remember the first girl in my school that got boobs. She's just like an A cup at this point. Like her boobs came out in fucking 4th grade and they never went away. They just stayed the same.
Happens.
It's funny.
Were they stuffing their bras in the movie? I think Marty was, maybe.
Marty had her shit together. If there's one person in this movie who I'm like, they're gonna have like a solid future, it's gonna be Marty.
She was fine. She had it all figured out.
Marty knew shit.
She was totally fine. I didn't understand the beauty school dropout girl. Like, was she going to technical school while she was in high school?
Yeah, I think she dropped out of high school to go to technical school, and then she dropped out of technical school, and then she went back to high school.
Okay, so that's
the whole thing. Because like
go back to high school.
Yep, that's the whole thing. And I think it's funny because like I think it was her senior year, and I'm like, dude, can you just like stick it out for like 4 more months?
Yeah, like how much more? But when you're that age, 4 more months feels like a long time, because as you get older, the months shorten.
No, see, this is Americans and their obsession with liberty, because the way that would have never crossed my mind.
Their obsession with liberty.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I've had this theory forever that Americans are obsessed with freedom. That's like your whole shtick.
That is our shtick. What's wrong with being? Hey, what's wrong with freedom?
No.
Like, Americans, they're just obsessed with freedom. Like, they should be like the rest of us and just want to live in chains.
No. But like, okay, you guys are obsessed with freedom, and then when there's a fucking rule, like a dumb rule that everybody has to follow so we can like all move along, nobody does it because everybody's like, my freedom is being attacked.
Yeah.
Like the fucking like wear your mask rule. Can you imagine like if people actually wore their masks when they were supposed to in the beginning? We would have been fine by now.
No, I think what it is that Americans really want things to be like it was in the Old West, where it's like you fend for yourself, you do your own thing, and if you can't do that, you die. They're like what they really are evolutionaries, because they want they want natural selection to take its natural course.
If it was natural selection, most of y'all wouldn't make it. Like, don't.
No, that's true, but that's what they want.
Sorry to let you know, but
it's very true. But that's what they want, because what they really want is it to just be a world of like LeBron James's.
No, he's black. They don't want that.
Yeah, but you're assuming that the people not wearing masks are all white, and that's not true either.
I know. It's upsetting. What is that? Wait, so okay. Oh, okay.
Because it's easier to have it just be like one white devil versus like a faceless group of people.
Absolutely. The colonizers. You're saying LeBron James because he's like a genetic, like
he's a specimen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They want it's like it's kind of like the Nazis, like they were just breeding like and like doing all these like tests and stuff. They're trying to create like, because we only hear like, oh, it's just about the, you know, creating like, the perfect white race, but also I don't think it's just that. It's like, no, they want like a genetic specimen, and they want that to be. I don't think it matters so much about race anymore as it does of like, hey,
I am tired of all the Nazi movies. Like, I don't want to see them anymore. I'm tired. They're upsetting. They make me sad. I don't want to watch them.
Yeah, they're big problem.
If somebody makes a movie of one of those like genetic kids,
yeah, why don't we ever talk more about that stuff? Like the occult stuff. I want to know more about the occult.
That's something that I would find really interesting. Like, I've never heard this story.
Yeah, because they're always like, let's tell the story of like, you know, saving Jewish people, which is an awesome story. But no one ever heard it about like how Hitler was into the occult and was like testing on people. They do kind of in Marvel touch on that.
Kinda. Yeah. Shout out
Marvel. Talking about the real shit.
Shout out to Marvel for like their Joe Mangala like slight. Dude, we could have done a WandaVision today.
We could have. Did you watch it yet?
No, I haven't. Have you?
See, we couldn't have done it. I
would have binged WandaVision happily.
I'm glad we did Grease. This was fun.
Are we supposed to pick boyfriends now? Wait, let me read you my notes.
I have notes. Let me hear all your notes. This is a more relaxed
oh my God.
take on it. Notes.
Their hair is done did.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Sandy a cheerleader? She's been in school one day.
Immediately.
And she's like doing the splits. Like she just like I am almost convinced cheerleaders are not a thing in Australia.
They don't have cheerleaders in Australia.
That's literally what I just said.
That's like one of the things that they talk about because they're always like, that's a really American thing, you know? Yeah. So it's not like she was like a national cheerleader in Australia and then came there and they're like, got to be on the team.
No, I don't get it.
They just made her one because she's pretty. I don't like that.
I know.
And also, you know what I don't like? Not all cheerleaders are pretty. I don't know if anyone else can attest to this, but in my high school, there was always like 2 or 3 kind of like not pretty girls who were really important for getting the cute tiny girl up on the thing. And then there was also like one girl who was just, she didn't do really anything and she wasn't pretty. She was rich, you know, like, so she had to be on the team.
Did I ever tell you about the first time I saw a cheerleader in my life?
Oh yeah, because you don't have cheerleaders.
Yeah, I lost my shit. I asked them for photos. I can probably find the photos and put them on our Instagram.
Where did she cheerlead? Was she for a college team or something?
No, Sam. I bumped into them at the Disney World Hotel, and there's a fucking cheerleading competition in Disney, and they reference it in the fucking Bring It On movies, and then they're practicing, and I fucking fangirl like it's Christina Aguilera. And I'm like,
Kirsten Dunst.
No, it wasn't. It fucking wasn't. It's some random white girl. I was like, I've never seen a cheerleader in my life before. Can I please take a photo with you?
Oh my God.
And I know for a fact that that girl tells that story to this day. Like, she tells people that some random girl with an accent ran her way and asked her for a photo because she had never seen a real cheerleader.
And now how do you feel about cheerleaders?
I actually respect them a lot. I love the Cheer documentary, the Cheer series. That was insane. Mm-hmm. It makes me kind of sad, like college cheerleading, because like there's nothing that you can get from it. Like there's
nowhere to go, and
nowhere to go.
It's not like if you cheer professionally that it'll be any better. Like the girls that cheer for like the football teams, they make like nothing.
They're not even cheerleaders. Yeah. It's the worst.
It really sucks. Because also it's like those competitive cheerleaders, it's like a lot of work.
Yeah. So it just makes me sad.
Anyway. It is sad that there would be a whole like athletic kind of dedication for young women, but then no outlet later.
Yeah. Like they put their bodies through the fucking ringer and they're like crazy athletes. And then they're always like tossed to the side. And then the fucking like guy in the football team who's like been benched the entire time, like gets more glory than the cheerleader who's like
That's
entirely
That's
bruised.
not completely true. Like if he's been benched the whole time, it's not like he's going to the NFL. And at least that cheerleader is probably gonna like marry someone pretty rich because she went to a decent school.
Oh my
So
God. Okay.
I'm not saying, I mean, like there's just options. There's little more options when you're a cute girl than there are when you're like an unsuccessful, talentless man.
I have Frenchie is so chaotic.
There she is.
She is. You think she's not chaotic?
She's
the most chaotic character.
She's a little stressful. Because I was thinking about I could marry Frenchie, but then I was like, no, she'd drive me nuts. I'd kill her.
Absolutely not. Although I was thinking about that maybe you could, because Frenchie would be insanely easy to gaslight.
And she could do my hair.
Yeah, she could do your hair and you could convince her about anything. Mm-hmm. Like if you have a 2-sentence argument, she'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be fun.
So she'd probably be cool to have like as a mom, because she would let you do anything.
I never thought about that. Like some parents' moms are gaslit, and that's like part of the child's relationship.
Absolutely.
I never think about that.
Absolutely. Like we all had like a friend with a mom that like just like let them do anything. Because like the kid would like come up with a good argument and the mom just like, okay, sure, okay, you're right.
All right. That's nice.
I wrote about the sleepover and then when they're opening Sandy's earlobes, and I have, why is everyone like, yeah, for sure, let's mutilate the Australian. Like, what do you mean? Everybody's just like, nobody like bats an eye.
No, I felt like they just were doing all the stereotypical things that people think young women do at sleepovers. You gotta do all of them in one sleepover.
Yes. I was watching it and I was thinking, this is the most boring sleepover of all time. Like,
have you ever pierced yourself before?
Oh no! I mean, as a good Hispanic, the moment I came out of my mom's vagina, I got my ears pierced. So, is that problematic? Absolutely. Will I do it to my children? Don't doubt it. Yeah, I got my first hoops at like age 1 month.
Fabulous.
Little baby with hoops.
I pierced my belly button when I was in high school.
Ew,
right?
Ew. Do you have photos?
No. I did it for this guy too that I really liked. I wouldn't do it for him, but he said it would be cool, and so then I did it.
Samantha.
I was like 16 or 15. I can't remember. I must have been 15 because I was still at Carroll Christian.
Oh my God. Did you bleed a lot?
No.
Was it painful?
Yeah, it turned purple and I had to take it out.
Oh my God, that's gross.
But it brought us closer together with my crush, and we still never got together, but closer.
How does that even work? Like, does he like randomly say like, it'd be cool if you had a fucking like belly pierced?
No,
mind you,
it was like this guy that I liked, and he was like in my friend group, and
I'm so annoyed at you.
I'm like 14 or 15 in this story. I was like, I was like, oh, I want to get my belly button pierced. I said that, and he was like, oh, that would be cool. And then I was like, I'm gonna get my belly button pierced. And then like after I did it myself, he found out from my friend, and he followed me around for weeks asking to see it. And I never, I think I waited like 3 weeks, or like right before I was about to take it out.
So you like show him?
No, I wanted to like lead him on. I was a tease. Do you not know? You're not getting this?
Yeah, but like I am just like annoyed at you. Like, okay, I'm just like.
I was a really cool kid.
I like thinking that you were cooler than me, and then you come up with stories like this, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
And like she thought she was cooler than me, which gives me points because at least I was self-aware.
Wait, what? No, I always knew that I was not cooler than you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't.
And okay. I always had big boobs, so that always made me pretty cool.
This is true. That's like the only thing you need as a girl.
In high school?
Yep. In like
Yep.
early high school, that will get you places.
I was so many parties that I had no right being at because I was such a fucking loser.
Yep. That tracks. Wait, I have the fact that Marty's dating Marines, like, is that rape? Like, I'm not sure.
Wait,
That's
what? Say it again?
Marty dating Marines.
Is it rape? Well, they're not there.
Yeah.
They're just writing letters to each other.
That's kind of like coercion of a minor. Like, it's kind of weird.
Or did she get? I don't know. And
Okay,
also in that
Marty
era
could
of time,
lie.
no one cared about that. If anything, her parents were like, "That's really good. You should marry a Marine."
Yeah. Also, if she lied about her age, I would not be shocked. That would be really on brand for her.
Yeah, that follows brand. She's like a Mila Kunis type.
Mm-hmm. I love Mila Kunis though.
Me too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with lying about your age to get ahead.
Did she lie about her age, Mila Kunis?
Yeah, that's how she got on that 70s show. She was too young to have been on it.
She said she was 18 and she was 16. Yes, it's true. Where are the adults? Like, there's the adults like just don't show up in this movie. Okay, I think it's gross that all the teenagers in this movie go to the same parking lot to hook up.
Yeah, that was something that happened in a lot of movies, though. There was like always
I know. It's a
make
thing.
out point, or you know.
But it's always like a thing that like makes me cringe. Like, I'm like, no, I can't.
Also, it's like if all the teenagers are at one park making out, like then all the cops would know about it and would just go break it up all the time. You have to find discrete locations.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense.
I have Cha-Cha is a Disney villain.
Your Cha-Cha's scary.
Cha-Cha is a fucking Disney villain.
Uh-huh.
I kind of love her. I can't lie.
Uh-huh.
I hate how fine John Travolta is. Okay. Here I have kudos to Grease for finding a way to be gay as shit and reek of toxic masculinity at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, well, they have John Travolta in it, so there.
Dude, have you seen that John Travolta movie called The Fan?
No.
It has, I think, 1 star on IMDb and like 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I cannot think of a worse movie.
The Fan?
It's called The Fan, and it was so bad that I couldn't even laugh at it. It's about John Travolta being a crazy fan of like a action type actor, and he's just like a stalker. And I think he's pretending to like be like neurodivergent or like something, and it's just weird. It was.
So you don't like John Travolta, is what you're telling me? You're not a Travolta fan?
I mean, I love John Travolta. I just don't understand why he did that movie. I also don't understand why he's still a Scientologist. Like, what do they have on you? We all know you're gay.
Oh, it's not about what they have on him now. Him and Tom Cruise basically use the Scientology. Like they're like they serve almost as gods in that now. And all the things I've heard about it, it's like like their whole staff is full of Scientologists and they don't pay them. So it's like they have all these like there's all these perks for them to stay in Scientology at this point because they're such big figureheads.
I didn't like make the connection with Tom Cruise, but that checks out. John Travolta, because I remember reading somewhere that like you could be like a fucking Tom Cruise cleaning lady as like instead of like working on the cruise ship.
So they're basically like pastors of science or whatever, you know, like they're part of the family.
I just want to know what Elizabeth Moss is doing there, and is she getting the same treatment? Is she getting the same treatment? Because if she's not, I think she should say something.
But I do think at the same time, it's like they definitely have power over the entertainment industry in some way. So on some level, it's probably just handy to like, it's like being in a fraternity or like, you know, there's Connections. It's
Yep.
all about connections in this
Don't you
industry.
think it's weird though that she keeps playing parts like the fucking Handmaid's Tale?
Oh, like where she's like a victim?
Yeah.
I never thought about that. But I
She
guess
keeps
so.
playing the victim. Like she plays so many like scorned woman characters.
Maybe that's just her wheelhouse. She's great in Mad Men.
Mad Men's my favorite show of all time.
And she was funny in Get Him to the Greek. She plays what's his face's girlfriend.
She does. She's great in The Invisible Man if you haven't seen it.
I've not seen it. I don't do scary.
Fucking
I don't do it. I
love scary.
I have no interest in being scared. Life is scary.
Dude, scary movies in the movie theater are the best thing ever because then everybody screams and then we all laugh at the screaming.
No.
Right.
No. Why? Who wants screaming in their life? The world is loud.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna continue with my notes.
Okay, yeah.
I have Rizzo, stop sticking your tongue out. She's like,
yeah, she's always like making faces.
I hate it. Frenchie has the best prom outfit. I hate how they keep talking about the other girl being fat when she's like literally a size 2.
Which girl? Oh, the girl who came with Cha-Cha.
Not Cha-Cha, the girl with the bangs and the 2 side ponies.
Pam or what?
She's like the butt of the joke the entire movie, and it's just like she looks dirty.
Where's my cast? The girl with the 2 side ponies. Oh, Jan,
the
one with the teeth.
She's not fat, and they keep making fat jokes, and I'm like, 1, they're not funny. 2, she's not even fat, so like I don't get it.
Patty Simcox.
Were dance competitions really a thing?
I think that's probably true.
They have to, because it's like in every movie about the 50s, and that'd be so annoying to me. Like I just want to like have fun, and you're judging me and telling me to like leave. Like,
yeah, but there's a time like I think of the 50s, it's probably was like a time sort of like now with TikTok, like everyone was learning these dances. They like, I know how to mash potato, and it's like, to me that's like modern day TikTok dances. So you want to show off that everyone knows how to do the dance that everyone else is doing. It's the mashed potato.
Also, where did you learn this dance? Because there's no TikTok.
TV. So they like, we're thinking about
Grease.
we were just talking
Hairspray.
They came home every day and they were watching these like dance shows. So they're practicing the dances that people did on TV, same as today. I think Gen Z is a lot like that generation because of that. Or kind of like Gen X. I have a theory about that too.
Okay. We should do a boyfriend material with the generations.
We should, because I have a lot of theories about generations.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah. Oh my God. That'll be coming soon.
And we should pick a poster boy for every
generation.
Yeah, there's like pick them at the same age, so it's fair.
Okay, like maybe like the peak age is like 21. Maybe 21's a good era for each generation. That's like when people are selling you the most stuff anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna continue with my notes. I only see one black person, which he was in the band at the prom.
I don't even remember there being a black person.
Yeah, there's one. He's in the band.
Okay.
I have Sally has no reason to be pissed about Cha-Cha. And I have that Stranded at the Drive-In. It's a completely idiotic number. And you love it.
Stranded at the Drive-In. Stranded, a fool.
Oh my God.
What will they say?
Monday at school.
I can't believe you don't like that song. That goes so hard.
Dude, I have so many issues with the build up to Stranded at the Drive-In that I can't just like forget them.
Because he makes all these cool word sounds like he does the like all those kinds of things.
I know, like it's
very Frankie Valli.
Arguably, like that's the kind of song that like fucking slaps in a musical setting, like when you're watching it. But
it's a musical.
I know, but like in the movie, I'm just like so annoyed because I have like the close-ups of him like being like predatory towards fucking I forgot her name, Sandy.
Sandy? How is he being predatory? They've already had sex. We established
Have they?
Hey, did you not listen to the lyrics of Summer Lovin'? They fucked.
I fully thought that like he was lying about it.
Or was she lying about it? See, you took the women's side and just assumed that she was telling the truth and that he was lying.
Yeah.
But we are never determined over who is lying and who's telling the truth. They could have fucked, and she wanted to pretend to be a lady because she's Sandy, and obviously she would tell people that she didn't fuck him because she's a lady.
Mm-hmm. We don't know either way.
But yeah, I don't think she fucked him, if I'm being honest.
I really don't think she did. I love that the T-Birds are so unathletic.
They're all like dopey fat guys.
They're so like useless.
And they're doing like the sort of like Three Stooges act the whole time.
Oh my god. This Three Stooges worked when the Three Stooges did it, and that's it. That's the only time it's ever worked.
I never really cared for that kind of comedy.
I mean, I fuck with Buster Keaton heavy. I don't like Charlie Chaplin. I said what I said about me. I don't fuck with Charlie Chaplin. I don't think he's that great. Buster Keaton deserves the hype that Charlie Chaplin gets.
Okay.
Anyway, and my last note is John Travolta can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when he played the mom in Hairspray? That was great.
He's great. He's amazing. I mean, he's amazing. Like, he deserves the hype he gets.
Yeah.
And he can dance.
That's like a celebrity that like nobody can say shit about.
He makes great choices. Like he can watch him.
He can like back it up.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks completely different. He's completely different in every role. I was thinking about like Samuel L. Jackson. I love Samuel L. Jackson, but I feel like Samuel L. Jackson plays the same character, or at least he gets casted as the same character a lot. And
some different characters. I feel like sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. I'm thinking like maybe I'm just thinking of the Quentin Tarantino movies because he just casts him basically as the same character.
I think it's like Samuel L. Jackson's kind of like Denzel, and I would say even Tom Hanks is like this, where there's sort of like this base person that they do, this base character, and then all their characters sort of
diverge from there.
But the base character is so good that you don't care that all the other characters have a foot in that, you know? That's how good that their base is.
Yep, absolutely. I want to see Tom Hanks play a villain because I, honest to God,
I like that too.
Because I love him and I don't know if I can ever hate him, and I want to see if that's possible.
That would be interesting. Make him like a Marvel villain, like the new Thanos.
He wouldn't. He fucking
That would be
wouldn't.
insane. I would die.
Maybe he'll be a villain on the fucking Elvis Presley movie.
Ooh.
Because he's the manager, and
managers are always bad,
right? So maybe
who grows up as a kid and watches movies about famous people and their managers and is like, I want to be a manager. That's the job for me. I want to take talented people and make money off of them and then have them hate me. Probably
nobody.
Apparently a lot of people. There's managers out there.
I mean, I know. I spent the entire week emailing and calling them.
Oh.
So, and it's fucking insane. Like, it's really funny because like some of them on like the database have emails like Annie123@yahoo.net, and then others have a phone number and you need to call that phone number, and then they will transfer you to the assistant, and the assistant will give you the assistant's email, and then they will forward the email to the other person. And I'm like, I'm not even trying to talk to the talent yet.
Yeah.
Like,
trying to like get your feet wet.
Like, why are there so many loops here?
So many. Because they don't want anybody getting in touch with them.
What? It's just, and it makes no sense. Because like sometimes it's like really like A-list talent with managers that just like have Annie 812 at like
I guess maybe they just have people they trust as their managers instead of like a big.
Yeah, no, it's fucking funny. Like I was just like, this is great. Like, anyway, pick a boyfriend.
It has to be a boy, or can it be one of the girls?
You can pick anybody. They all suck.
They all do suck. I would probably pick. Marty, because I feel like we could have an understanding.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to. We could just like. I feel like we would have more of a roommate situation.
Absolutely.
And like I know she would be getting it somewhere else, but I would be okay with that.
Yeah, and she would probably like be okay with plotting with you. You could both like sit up at night and be like, listen, this is what we're gonna do.
Like how we're gonna get a threesome going. Yeah.
Or, no, I was thinking about money or like.
Oh yeah, that too. That's important.
Marty would know.
She would know.
Marty would be like, listen, I'm gonna pretend that like I'm doing this, and then you're gonna do that, and then that's how we're gonna scam them.
Wow, now I'm afraid of Marty. Whoa. I'm not this. I have all these. I have lots of friends who are like, yeah, I'm renting this apartment, and like I'm making like $600 off of it because I'm renting the other room for this much, and it's like, yo, I would never even think to scam someone for money like that. It just would not occur to me.
I mean, I love scammers, and I love like I listen to so many like podcasts about like scams and scammers, but I would never scam anybody. Like I could never.
I just it's like, am I making enough money to pay my rent? Okay, I wouldn't feel like I needed to like make money off of someone else, especially someone I have to live with now and like know that I'm like fucking them every day.
No, that's just your friends are being evil.
And by my friends, I mean just like some comedians I know.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew this. I think I was debating if to pick the Teen Angel.
Teen Angel's a good choice.
Teen Angel's a solid choice. I like him, and I like the gym teacher.
Oh, yeah, the gym teacher.
The gym teacher doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I'm gonna fail all of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because you suck. And everybody else is a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, okay, pie me. And then they can't even pie him.
Yeah, they're not very athletic at that school.
No, they really aren't. But they're obsessed with the school.
They are obsessed with it.
One part in the prom where they're dancing to the school anthem. And I just thought of my prom, and I was like, if somebody
what
played
is the school's anthem?
They were something about Rydell. Like it was like.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, if somebody played the anthem at my prom, people would have been like, what?
Huh.
And like people got like it was, oh my god, it brought me back to like it was the hottest song ever. Like that was their song. Like they fucking they were stoked.
And then they're doing the hand jive, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
that
Oh, what's the song that they go out on at the end? We go together like
hey, forever. I mean, I wonder if when this movie came out that Olivia Newton-John know she was going to be completely eclipsed by John Travolta.
She had to know. She was never as well, wait, what had John Travolta done before this? Like he must have
Saturday Night Fever.
Oh yeah, she must have known. Like at that point, we already know who he is. He's done movies. We've seen him dance in Saturday Night Fever. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you didn't know he was the star. Danny Zuko.
What happened to the other actors though? Are any of them relevant?
I think Kinnicky did stuff. Wasn't he on like Surreal Life or something?
I don't know any of them, which is kind of insane because this is such an iconic movie.
It is an iconic movie. So Olivia Newton-John had an album. Stockard Channing was in a couple movies. Let's see. Kinnicky, Jeff Conaway. What did Jeff Conaway do? He's done stuff besides Grease, certainly. He's got one of those faces.
Stockard Channing looked like she was going to be the one with a career.
She did.
And
He didn't do anything either. Oh, he
I
was in,
haven't heard any of this like I haven't heard of any of these movies.
yeah, this was just a movie for John Travolta.
Yeah. Like he's done so many after this.
Oh, I mean, obviously. J. Travolta. What's your favorite John Travolta movie? Before we find
Ooh,
out.
oh my god. I'm gonna have to look at a list to give you like a
There's so many good ones.
there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones.
This is
And like, okay, my favorite John Travolta is not even a movie. I think it's American Crime Story, Robert Shapiro.
I've never seen that.
Holy shit. The OJ show when John Travolta playing Robert Shapiro.
Nope. Never
The
saw
way you hate him
it.
is unreal. Unfucking real. Like it's insane. You need to watch it. And then Ross is fucking Robert Kardashian. It's great. And then Cuba Gooding Jr. goes, "I'm not black. I'm OJ." And I'm like, "You're Cuba Gooding Jr. Shut the fuck up." What the fuck are you talking about? And then Selma Blair is being Kris Jenner. And I'm like, this is insane. How is this on TV? It was great. It was a great show.
I think my favorite. Well, we recently rewatched Pulp Fiction, so I'm thinking that a lot.
I was thinking about Pulp Fiction too, but I feel like that's the easy choice, and I want to pick something else.
I got to portray John Travolta in Pulp Fiction in a sketch we did, and I don't want to like. I mean, I don't even talk in the sketch, but it might be my best work ever as an actress.
Great.
Derek's like, I don't even see you. I see John Travolta.
I want to see this sketch.
Because I say nothing. I'm just in the background. But I swear to God, like if I was gonna like be like, oh, this is an example of my acting, I'd be like, just check out me as John Travolta in this, not speaking.
I mean, it's a good part. I can't like it's a fucking that might be his best part. Like I'm looking at the list and I'm trying to be a hipster and pick something else, but I think that's his best work.
I've seen other ones too. That's the one I'm thinking of mostly at this point. Because we literally just watched it and Derek keeps quoting it. He's like, yeah, dude.
I forgot that he was on Carrie.
I've never seen that either.
Because you don't do horror.
I don't. Scary.
I mean, it's 70s horror. If you can't handle 70s horror,
that's the worst kind.
It's the best kind because
it's boring.
No. Holy shit. Carrie is one of the best movies ever made. Like,
the
honestly.
last 70s horror movie I saw was Poltergeist, and I'm like, never again.
I literally own the DVD. That's how much I fuck with Poltergeist.
That movie, it was so freaking scary.
You know, like that movie.
Smoking weed in the movie.
They like curse. The movie is cursed. Like a lot of like the crew and like people keep dying.
Yeah, and so don't watch it.
That's because they used allegedly real corpses.
Why would they do that?
Save money.
Why would that be saving money?
Because like if you're being sketchy, I'm not saying Steven Spielberg's being sketchy, but I'm saying that somebody in production.
He's a Jew, so.
I work with Jewish people now. I don't even have work on Friday.
Like, you can't even joke about that.
I'm scared. Don't say that. You're gonna be fired. Listen. I think that somebody in production
run.
Stop it. Somebody in production could have been like, listen, I know somebody at the morgue and they can give me the skeletons of like homeless people for $50.
No, he didn't do that. That's bullshit. That's because also it's like, just think it's not like the directors would do that. It would have to be
it wouldn't be the directors. Like it wouldn't be
the production company wouldn't want to do that because it's really bad if someone found out.
I mean, it's the 70s, so like I don't think
they didn't think like that.
They didn't were like, and that 20
no one will ever
21. Yeah, nobody's we're just gonna say we didn't. Like a lot of things, dude. A lot of things were like insane in the 70s and people just went with it.
They were doing cocaine, man. They were living life. They didn't wear masks in the 70s. It's crazy.
Did you ever think about how in the 1900s you got sick and people were like, yeah, you got to go to like Spain. That's what's going to fix it. And do some coke, like go travel and go to Europe.
Really?
Like, dude, no, every book you've ever read.
They always went to be on the sun.
Yeah. So they would like travel, and that cures everything.
But I thought it was more, they had to be in a more sunny area, and that was the concept of what made them better. Oh. Okay, you know what? We've gotten off track.
Yes. This has been boyfriend material, and this is a weird episode. It's because we haven't done this in a minute. So
listen to the Grease soundtrack and tell me that that's not a musical.
My God.
And follow us.
Follow Sam on Instagram at BestSamLopez.
And follow Gaby at Hey Gaby Mendez. And follow.
Send us suggestions for new episodes.
Yes, please do.
And who do you think should be our poster boy for every generation?
Each generation, yeah.
Are we doing Noah Centineo for the Zillennials, or are we doing Noah Centineo for the Zillennials?
Yeah, he can be the
I mean, it could be him or Timothy Chalamet. Like, Timothy Chalamet is technically a millennial. I mean, so is Noah Centineo. The whole thing is weird with Gen Z.
We'll discuss it.
We'll discuss it later.
We'll get to the bottom of this, but we'll have some people to choose from.
Yeah.
Wait, how old is Noah Centineo? No, you know who it needs to be? It has to be the guy that the Disney girls are fighting over. He should be the
oh my God, Joshua Bassett.
He's the Gen Z, and we need one. We should have one of every, like, it should be dudes and chicks. And
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think we should get. Should we do Doja Cat for like Gen Z for like girls?
How old is she? Is she that young?
I don't know.
I always thought she was like my age.
No, she's like my age.
Okay.
I know that.
No. She is 5 years younger than you. You old whore.
Hag. Old hag. Noah Centineo is like a year young. He's like 24 or 23.
But the Disney girls guy, what is his name?
Joshua Bassett.
He's like 20, right?
He's like 19, 20.
Yeah. Perfect.
Chef's kiss.
Perfect is millennial. And then the millennial.
We shouldn't be doing this on camera.
You guys are great. Follow us everywhere. This has been boyfriend material.